Ever felt like a fool at the mechanics? Wondered if they're pulling your leg when they start talking about your car's flippity-floppity valve? Yes, we've all been there. One minute you're a confident car owner. The next you're nodding along to a symphony of jargon, hoping your blank stare isn't too obvious. But fear not, for this is a tale as old as the first crankshaft. The mechanic's garage, a labyrinth of terms and tools, where the uninitiated often find themselves lost. It's a place where crankcase and camshaft might as well be flippity and floppity. But what if I told you there's a way to navigate this maze, a way to hold your own amidst the gears and grease? It's the art of fooling the mechanic, a crash course in not just surviving, but thriving in the wild world of auto repair. So buckle up, folks, because we're about to go on a crash course on how not to look like a deer in the headlights at the mechanics. The key to fooling anyone into thinking you're an expert is the art of nodding and smiling. You know, the same technique you use when your boss starts talking about spreadsheets. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the power of a well-timed nod or a confident smile. You see, when you're at the mechanics and they're going on about camshafts and carburetors, just nod and smile. It's like a secret handshake, a sign that says, "Continue, good sir, I'm following." Picture this. You're at a dinner party, someone starts talking about quantum physics. You have no clue what they're on about, but you nod, you smile, and suddenly you're the resident genius. The same principle applies at the garage. Let's not forget it's all about confidence. A confident nod, a knowing smile, and voila, you've become an automotive aficionado. So remember, when in doubt, nod and smile. It's the universal language of "I know what I'm talking about." Now let's dive into the deep end. It's time to learn some fancy car lingo. No, vroom vroom doesn't count. Let's start with the word carburetor. It's a classic, like a fine wine or a well-aged cheese. When your mechanic mentions it, just nod knowingly and say, "Ah, the carburetor, the heart of the engine." Quite essential, isn't it? Instant credibility, my friends. Next up, transmission. This one sounds scary, doesn't it? But fear not. It's just the bit that helps your car shift gears. When your mechanic brings it up, just chuckle and say, "Ah, the transmission, the car's personal gear jockey. Can't have a smooth ride without it." And let's not forget spark plug. This little guy ignites the fuel in your engine. When you hear this term, just wink and say, "Ah, yes, the spark plug, the tiny fire starter. Quite the hotshot, isn't it?" And there you have it, folks. The next time you're at the mechanics, just remember to nod, smile, and say something about the carburetor. They'll think you're an undercover car genius.